It's time to talk about episode 5 of Love Island All Stars. Let's go! Where we last left off, the Islanders were in a recoupling and the girls were picking. And since Josh was new, he got first pick. Here's how the recoupling went. Josh picked Georgia H. To me, it was kinda obvious that he was going to pick her because when he took her on the date when he first came, it looked like there was still something there. Hannah picked Anton. Georgia S. picked Toby. Liberty picked Mitchell. Molly picked Callum. With them, I wasn't too sure who she would pick. The talk they had in the episode where Callum asked if she still fancied him and she laughed made me think she was going to pick someone else. Cass picked Lewis. When she picked him, I was mad, because it's so painfully obvious that this guy doesn't like Cass. And then she knew he had kissed Demi that night and she still picked him. I can't with her. Why'd she do this? Demi picked Chris. During Demi's recoupling speech, she threw shade at Cass for stealing Lewis from her. She was like, "I'm picking this boy because the one I wanted is already picked." Like, what is this behavior? Throwing shade for a boy who'd probably dump you on your way out the villa. I would never. After the recoupling, Lewis tries to find a scapegoat for his actions and accuses Mitchell of stirring the pot and telling Cass that he kissed Demi, when in reality Cass put 2 and 2 together and figured it out by herself.
Oh shit, you're a shit-stirring little prick, bruv.
I'm a shit-stirring little
You're
prick.
You're a shit-stirring little prick, bruv.
I'm off.
You need to shut up. You know what you did there, bruv.
I said girl
You know
free
what you
guy.
did there. You're
I
a
said girl free
shit-stirring
guy.
little prick,
Yeah,
bruv.
When I saw that scene in the first look, I was like, oh great, this is going to be good. But I was greatly disappointed when Lewis and Mitchell made up minutes after.
And I don't fucking care about any of that.
Yeah, I don't want any rift in here as well, like, do you know what I mean?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I've got fucking not a chance to
Yeah,
have to talk about it tomorrow, so bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, before Lewis made up with Mitchell, he talked to Cass. And it was all excuses. I was going to tell you about the kiss with Demi. It should have come from the horse's mouth. Blah blah blah. Let's move on to the next scene. This scene where Georgia S. was in the dressing room with the girls gushing over how great Toby is, made me sad because she sounds so happy, but she has no idea Toby is about to completely flip the switch on her.
I feel like really lucky and like, yeah, I do.
What Tobes, he's such a nice lad.
Yeah.
He's a good man, girl.
See, that means a lot to me, that, because like, as sad as it is, I don't trust my own judgment that much. I trust it to a certain extent, but to have reassurance, it really means a lot to me.
Right after she said that, I was like, because you know Toby is going to be Toby and start talking to other girls. Because according to him, if he wanted to be with Georgia, he would have just texted her on the outside. Yeah, that's an actual thing he said before. So now he wants to start talking to Molly.
Do you want to talk to me more or not? To let you know that I was, how do I put it in words? Intrigued. Yeah.
That's a good word, that, isn't it?
That's a good one.
Feelings mutual, Tom.
Feeling quite intrigued about you, to be honest, Molly.
Feelings mutual.
But of course, Molly let him know before she told him the feeling is mutual. That if he was going to be having conversations, he should tell Georgia because communication is key.
And then you do need to probably make it a bit more apparent to her that you're going to be having conversations. I don't know if you already have, but you're going to have conversations and stuff, because communication's key in there and you don't want to.
I bet if Molly hadn't told Toby to tell Georgia about the conversation, he wouldn't have pulled Georgia to tell her he talked to Molly. The Islanders have a pre-loved punk party, where during it they get a text that a bombshell is inviting the boys for an after party. And that bombshell is Arabella. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before the text about Arabella's after party came through, we saw Molly telling Chris that during the recoupling she was in 2 minds and didn't really know who she was going to pick. Georgia and Toby have a conversation. Toby couldn't understand why Georgia was being so upset that he wants to get to know Molly. He is so unaware about this whole situation that he doesn't see that Georgia and him are close and she is trying to make him see that. But he goes like, I don't think we're close. Georgia gets mad and then Toby told Georgia to fuck off. So what do you think about this whole Georgia and Toby thing? I would love to hear your opinion on this. Let's chat in the comments.